Hope is not just a feeling, it's a force. It's the invisible thread that connects us to the possibility of a better tomorrow, even in the darkest of times. You see, hope isn't about being naive or unrealistic. It's about having a vision of what could be, and the belief that we have the strength, the courage, and the resilience to make it happen. In moments of uncertainty, hope is what fuels our drive, what keeps us going when everything around us tells us to stop. It's not a passive wish, it's an active choice, a decision to believe in something bigger than ourselves, even when we can't see the way forward. Today I want to talk to you about why hope matters more than ever, and how, when we embrace it, we unlock the potential to transform our lives and our world. Hope is a catalyst for action. It is not merely an abstract concept or a fleeting emotion. It is a powerful force that compels us to move forward, even when the path is unclear and the challenges seem insurmountable. In times of uncertainty, hope is the spark that ignites the fire of determination. It transforms our perspective and provides us with the energy we need to pursue our goals, even when the circumstances around us are unfavorable. Hope is often misunderstood as a passive feeling. People may think of hope as simply wishing for things to improve or waiting for circumstances to change on their own. But true hope is an active force. It requires engagement, effort, and belief that something better is possible. Hope is not about expecting things to magically improve without any work or sacrifice. It's about holding on to the belief that, despite the obstacles, we can make a difference. It's a belief that the outcome is not predetermined and that our actions can influence the future. When we have hope, we are more likely to take risks, try new things, and step out of our comfort zones. Hope drives innovation, creativity, and progress. It motivates us to push the boundaries of what is possible, because we believe that our efforts will lead to something worthwhile. Hope gives us the courage to act, even when the results are uncertain. It is the reason we get up every day and continue working toward our dreams, despite the inevitable setbacks that come our way. Without hope, we are left in a state of inertia where fear and doubt dominate our thoughts and actions. We become paralyzed by the idea that things will never improve, and as a result, we give up before we even try. Hope is the antidote to this paralysis. It enables us to look beyond the present moment and envision a future that is different from what we currently experience. It pushes us to take the first step, no matter how daunting it may seem. Hope is the belief that there is always a way forward, even when the path is not immediately visible. One of the most powerful aspects of hope is that it gives us a sense of purpose. When we have hope, we have a reason to keep going, even when the road ahead is long and difficult. Hope aligns our efforts with a larger vision, helping us stay focused on the bigger picture. It helps us see beyond the immediate challenges and stay committed to our long-term goals. In many ways, hope acts as a compass, guiding us toward the direction we want to go, even when we can't see the end result clearly. Hope also has the power to inspire others. When we carry hope with us, we become examples of perseverance and resilience. Our hope can be contagious, motivating those around us to take action as well. In times of crisis or hardship, hope becomes a shared resource, a collective belief that things can get better if we work together. It creates a sense of community and solidarity, because when we have hope, we believe that we are not alone in our struggles. We are part of something bigger, something that transcends individual limitations and connects us to a collective vision of a better future. Hope is not limited to moments of great triumph or achievement. It is present in the small, everyday decisions we make, even when the outcome is uncertain. It is in the choice to keep going despite the odds. It is in the decision to persist, even when the future seems bleak. Hope is the force that enables us to continue moving forward, to remain engaged in the pursuit of our goals, even when progress seems slow or difficult to measure. It is the quiet belief that every step we take brings us closer to the change we seek. In a world that often seems dominated by negativity and uncertainty, hope is a rare and precious resource. It is something we must cultivate and nurture, because without it, we risk losing our drive, our vision, and our ability to create change. Hope is not something we can take for granted. It requires care, attention, and tension. It requires us to challenge the stories we tell ourselves about what is possible and to remain open to new possibilities, even in the face of adversity. Ultimately, hope is what allows us to take action. And It is the reason we get out of bed in the morning, the reason we push through challenges, the reason we keep striving for more. Without hope, action becomes aimless and directionless. With hope, our actions are purposeful and filled with intent. Hope transforms us from passive observers of life into active participants in shaping our future. It is the fuel that powers our dreams, the force that propels us forward, and the reason we continue to believe that change is possible, no matter how impossible it may seem at times. Hope creates resilience in the face of adversity. When we are faced with hardship, disappointment, or failure, it is often hope that keeps us going. It is the force that allows us to endure, to rise after we fall, and to find strength in moments when everything seems to be working against us. Resilience at its core is not just about enduring difficulties. It's about bouncing back from them, adapting, and continuing forward. Hope plays a crucial role in this process, acting as the foundation upon which resilience is built. Adversity, by its very nature, challenges us in ways that can feel overwhelming. It can strip us of our confidence and make us question our abilities. When faced with failure or hardship, it's easy to fall into despair, to believe that we are incapable of overcoming the challenges ahead of us. However, hope is the antidote to despair. It serves as a reminder that even in our lowest moments, there is potential for recovery, growth, and eventual success. Hope allows us to see beyond our immediate circumstances and understand that the current setback is not the end of the story. In many ways, hope is what gives us the mental and emotional energy to endure. It fuels our determination to keep going, even when the outcome is uncertain. Without hope, we would find ourselves trapped in a cycle of negativity, unable to push through the tough times. Hope provides us with a sense of purpose, reminding us that the struggles we face are not without meaning. Even in the face of challenges, hope helps us believe that we can learn from the experience, grow stronger, and emerge better equipped to face future obstacles. Resilience is not about avoiding failure or hardship. It's about how we respond when adversity strikes. Hope allows us to reframe our challenges, turning them from insurmountable obstacles into opportunities for growth. Rather than viewing a setback as a permanent condition, hope helps us see it as a temporary phase, a part of the journey rather than the final destination. This shift in mindset is crucial for developing resilience. When we approach challenges with hope, we are more likely to remain focused on the possibility of a positive outcome rather than getting bogged down by the negative aspects of the situation. Hope also provides us with the belief that we are capable of overcoming adversity. When we face challenges, especially those that feel personal or deeply affecting, it's easy to question our worth or abilities. Hope counters this self-doubt. It helps us recognize that we are not defined by our failures or hardships. Instead, hope allows us to see ourselves as individuals with the capacity to adapt, learn, and grow. It is this belief in our own potential that strengthens our resilience and allows us to persist in the face of difficulty. Furthermore, hope builds resilience by encouraging a mindset of perseverance. It's hope that gives us the strength to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear or the progress is slow. In times of adversity, hope provides us with a sense of direction and purpose, allowing us to keep striving for something better, even when immediate results are not apparent. Hope helps us stay the course, knowing that the effort we invest today will eventually pay off, even if we can't see the results right away. Hope also plays a key role in fostering optimism. When we remain hopeful, we are more likely to maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of adversity. This optimism doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties or pretending that things are always easy. It means believing that no matter how challenging the situation may seem, there is always a way forward. This optimistic mindset is an essential part of resilience because it allows us to stay motivated, continue our efforts, and look for solutions, rather than giving in to hopelessness or defeat. Another important aspect of hope in building resilience is its ability to connect us with others. When we face adversity, it can be easy to feel isolated, as if we are the only ones going through a difficult time. However, hope creates a sense of solidarity and shared experience. It helps us realize that we are not alone in our struggles, and that others have faced similar challenges and come out stronger on the other side. This sense of connection can be incredibly powerful in building resilience, as it reminds us that we are part of a larger community that supports and encourages us. Hope also nurtures the belief that we can control how we respond to adversity. While we may not always be able to control the circumstances we find ourselves in, we do have control over how we react. Hope empowers us to choose how we approach challenges, guiding us toward constructive responses rather than resignation or defeat. This sense of agency is critical for resilience because it reminds us that while we may face obstacles, we have the ability to decide how we will navigate them. In essence, hope strengthens our ability to bounce back from adversity by keeping us focused, optimistic, and determined. It fuels the inner strength needed to face difficulties head-on, with the belief that we are capable of overcoming them. Hope provides a foundation for resilience, enabling us to rise above our challenges, learn from them, and continue forward with renewed purpose and conviction. In moments of difficulty, hope is what keeps us grounded and focused on the potential for growth and recovery. Hope empowers us to envision and work toward a better future. It is the fuel that drives us to seek improvements, not just for ourselves, but for those around us and the world at large. Without hope, there is little reason to pursue change or progress. Hope is the vision of a better tomorrow, and it gives us the belief that we have the power to create that tomorrow, no matter the challenges we face. When we are hopeful, we are inspired to act, not just dream. We understand that change is possible, and it is worth striving for, even if it means taking one small step at a time. Hope shapes our capacity to imagine what could be. It allows us to step out of our current reality and into a world of possibility. With hope, we can see beyond the present obstacles, envisioning a future where things are different, where we've overcome the challenges before us, and where new opportunities arise. This vision is what motivates us to continue pursuing our goals, even when the road ahead is uncertain or unclear. Without hope, we would be stuck in the present moment, unable to move forward, because we wouldn't believe that change is possible. Hope opens up a world of possibilities and encourages us to take action toward creating that future, even when the journey seems long. When we have hope, we are not simply waiting for things to improve on their own. We take responsibility for shaping the future we want. Hope is not passive. It demands participation. It pushes us to set goals, take risks, and invest in the process of change. When we are hopeful, we feel empowered to make choices that will lead to the improvement of our circumstances. Hope encourages us to believe in our ability to impact the world around us, no matter how small our actions may seem. It is the belief that every effort, no matter how incremental, contributes to the overall vision we are working toward. Hope also helps us remain adaptable in the face of challenges. The future is never certain, and the road to achieving our dreams is often filled with unexpected twists and turns. However, hope gives us the strength to stay focused on the end goal, even when the process is not linear. It empowers us to find new solutions, adjust our strategies, and keep going, even when the path is difficult. Without hope, we may give up at the first sign of difficulty, convinced that the future is out of our control. But with hope, we understand that setbacks are part of the journey, and they do not define our ability to succeed. Hope allows us to remain flexible and open to the opportunities that arise along the way, even if they don't look exactly like we imagined. Moreover, hope allows us to see our challenges not as insurmountable roadblocks, but as part of a larger process of growth. When we are hopeful, we recognize that overcoming obstacles is not only necessary for progress, but it also strengthens our character and our resolve. Hope gives us the resilience to learn from failures, to pivot when necessary, and to keep pushing forward. It transforms the way we view difficulties. Instead of seeing them as defeats, we see them as stepping stones toward the future we are working toward. Hope helps us view challenges as temporary, knowing that they do not define us or our future potential. Hope is also an essential element in fostering innovation and creativity. When we are hopeful, we are more willing to think outside the box, to experiment, and to push the boundaries of what we think is possible. Hope inspires us to take risks because we believe that there is something better waiting for us if we are willing to try. It fuels the desire to explore new ideas, new approaches, and new opportunities that we might not have considered without the belief that a better future is achievable. Hope challenges us to break free from the limitations of the present and imagine new possibilities that can improve our lives and the lives of others. In times of uncertainty, hope also connects us to something larger than ourselves. It aligns us with a collective vision of a better world where we are all working toward common goals. This shared sense of hope can unite communities, organizations, and even entire nations in the pursuit of meaningful change. When we have hope, we are motivated not just by personal gain, but by the desire to contribute to a better society. Hope drives social progress, encourages collaboration, and fosters a spirit of collective action that can lead to transformative change on a larger scale. Furthermore, hope provides the emotional energy needed to persist when progress seems slow or results are not immediately visible. It keeps us moving forward with a sense of purpose, even when the finish line feels far away. It is the belief that the effort we invest today will eventually pay off in the future. It helps us stay focused on the long-term vision, allowing us to push through short-term difficulties and delays. Hope is what allows us to believe in the possibility of progress, even in the face of adversity. It is the driving force behind our pursuit of a better future, whether on an individual, community, or global scale. Hope empowers us to see beyond the current moment, to imagine new possibilities, and to take action to bring those possibilities to life. Without hope, there would be no progress, no change, and no growth. Hope is the foundation upon which we build our dreams, our goals, and our collective vision of a brighter tomorrow. It is not just an emotional response to difficult times, but a powerful force that compels us to work toward creating the future we desire.